Cross-connected source-based multi-level inverter with fault tolerance using universal control scheme. Inverter is an electrical device that converts direct current to alternating current. The output is basically a square wave. Multi-level inverter is a device whose output is a stepped wave with two or more voltage levels. As the number of levels increases, the percentage THD decreases. The proposed topology requires less number of devices, carrier signals, and gate drives compared to existing multi-level inverters, particularly in higher levels. Therefore, the overall cost and complexity are significantly reduced, particularly in higher output voltage levels. There are different topologies for multi-level inverters. The predominant ones are diode clamped inverter, flying capacitor inverter, and cascaded H-bridge inverter. The block diagram for the proposed topology is shown in the figure. It has four important components. Circuit diagram for the proposed cross-connected source topology is shown in this figure. When we compare the proposed topology with the traditional multi-level inverters, we can determine that we use only M+1 switching devices, whereas the traditional ones use 2 into M-1 switching devices. And we can also notice that the proposed topology doesn't require any capacitors or diodes. Thus, for a 9-level cross-connected source multi-level inverter, we use 10 switching devices and 4 DC sources. The 32 possible switching states or combinations in a single-phase 9-level cross-connected source multi-level inverter with redundant states are given in the table. From the table, we can observe that there are many redundant states that result in same voltage levels. There are 13 positive, 13 negative, and 6 zero output voltage levels. We arrive at the switching table after excluding the redundant states. The design multi-level inverter system is implemented in Simulink. It is a two-parter system where the first subsystem is the design circuit and the second subsystem is the driver circuit, which provides gate pulses to the switching devices using sine pulse width modulation technique. In sine pulse width modulation, the sine signal is the reference signal and the 8 triangular waves are considered to be the carrier signals. And this reference signal is compared to the carrier signals to get the desired pulses. These are the pulses that are obtained and each pulses is given to the gate of the ideal switches accordingly. Under normal condition, we obtain a 9-level stepped wave output. Percentage THD is determined by conducting FFT analysis on the obtained output. Thus, the obtained percentage THD is 13.72%. Under faulty conditions, consider a fault occurs in switch S1. The output obtained is an asymmetrical output where the voltage levels from plus VDC to plus 4 VDC is not obtained. When an FFT analysis is done on this output, we get a percentage THD as 47.68%. So the THD is increased from 16% to 47%. To clear this fault, we have to update the switching table with redundant states that doesn't contain switch S1. But the output obtained is still an asymmetric wave and the percentage THD is further increased to 56.73%. Thus, to make it a symmetric wave, we have to update the modulation index from 1 to 0.75. This results in a 7-level stepped wave output with a percentage THD of 18.13%. Thus, even with a fault occurring, we get an output with lesser THD. The number of levels obtained, output voltage and percentage THD for all the three stages in a faulty condition is shown in this table. The simulation model of the proposed topology under normal and fault condition is presented. Simulation studies performed on a 9-level inverter based on the proposed structure have been validated experimentally. Comparison of the proposed topology with the conventional topologies reveals that the proposed topology significantly reduces the number of power switches. The topology is able to maintain voltage balance under healthy and faulty conditions after updating the modulation index. After updating the modulation index, it is observed that there is a significant increase in output voltage and reduction in THD.